Welcome everybody back to the South Hockey Network here on YouTube, live from the center ice of DuPage. It is the Glenbrook South Titans taking on the York Dukes in Game 3 of the Preseason Invitational Tournament. The Titans hoping this will not be their last of the weekend. My name is Dylan Ward, Gerard Boris behind the camera, and Wendy Freemuth keeping score today on your screen in the top left corner. The pregame warm-ups are sponsored by PW Jet, and the South Hockey Radio Network is presented by Wintrust, specifically Glenview Bank and Trust, a Wintrust community bank. Just about a minute, 10 seconds to go in the warm-up period. The Titans playing an SHL team for the first time, but they do have 4 players absent from the lineup. Marty McCauley, AJ Kulikowski, and Will Stevens all taking the ACT this morning. And Nick Ventura, well, he hasn't been here all weekend. He's been at a golf tournament for the weekend, so it sounds like he will be absent from the lineup for the rest of the weekend. Maybe we will see him later on. So like I was saying, this is the last game of the group stage, the divisional play here. In order to make the quarterfinals, you got to win your group or be one of 3 wild cards. So the Titans, if they lose this game in regulation, they will be out. If they win in regulation, they need some help. BGHW needs to prevent Glenbard from getting a regulation win. Otherwise, we'd go to the tiebreakers. Their game is set to be underway just 20 minutes after puck drop here at this rink. They'll be playing over at the American Ice Surface in this same facility. There's the buzzer for the warm-ups, as the teams will gather pucks, meet at their nets, talk things over, then have another conversation at their bench, and we will get set for the first period. And the first period on the South Hockey Network is brought to you by The Great Escape. Hopefully the Titans can escape the first period with a lead. Eli Kamens, who started Game 1 of this tournament, gets the nod for this one. Against BGHW, he had 22 stops on 24 shots, allowed 2 in his first start of the campaign, a .917 save percentage. Last season, of course, he didn't allow a goal in the SHL in 10 periods of play. Benji Pajurski, the Titans' leading scorer in this young season, just 2 games in with a goal and 3 assists. 3 assists in Game 1, a goal yesterday. Adam Sokol with a couple of goals so far, 1 in each game. AJ Kulikowski, again, who's absent today, does have a goal and an assist. Those are all the Titans with multi-point numbers so far this season. So the Titans have been shorthanded all weekend long. They missed Nick Ventura Game 1, a couple more guys in Game 2, and now 4 skaters absent from the lineup here in Game 3. No JV or Varsity Blue call-ups. So Jim Philbin will work with 14 skaters for this one. And we're underway as the Titans win the face-off. York will take it. Jack Passion, dump this one down. It'll go all the way. Not far enough, actually. It'll not be an icing. York keeps it in the zone. Kalianis from the right point sends that one to the far side corner, and the Titans look to bring it outside the zone. Blake Hoffer over to Sherwood. Wyatt Sherwood over the line down the left wing side. Sherwood to the corner, looking to elude a check, and eventually it's taken by York. Here's Passion. Gets it ahead for Campasano. Passion again. Campasano, nice play to stay on sides, but GBS will take it and send it the length. It'll be an icing, stopping the clock with 6:18 to go in the first period. Titans and Dukes scoreless, less than a minute in. Of course, York lost a ton of players last year, and a lot of these guys on their varsity squad were part of that JV team that only lost 1 game in the entire SHL season. So they look to be a powerhouse at varsity again. They did go to the state championship, lost it at the United Center to New Trier Green last March. Aiden Weller Touched ahead by Monaghan and dumped down, but it's grabbed by Frank Rosa, returning varsity player. Piriotti will dump this one down, and Eli Kamens bounces it off his pads and gives it to a skater. Aiden Weller battling in the corner. York will come up with the puck and send it back below the Titans' goal line for them to grab it again. Here's Brown battling with Adam Sokol. Can he get a goal in 3 straight games to start the year? Adam Sokol, 26 blue. Tutsius, long pass, looking for Monaghan. That didn't connect, and Piriotti will backhand this one down into the zone. York will change all 5. Weller gets it up to Davidson. Backhander intercepted by Smith, and he will dump it down. Tutsius there to grab it for the Titans. It goes over to Frank Surma. Surma takes a check into the boards. Pardon me, that's Cesario. There's Surma, number 22 today in the practice jersey. Cesario wearing that familiar number 3. Titans are wearing their blue jerseys today for the first time at this tournament. That nice Michigan style, blue, navy blue with the golden white stripes, gold numbers with the white trim, and the blue and gold socks. Of course, the gloves new this year are provided by True Sports. Jonathan Cesario cuts to the slot. He has a look, gets taken down. No penalty is called. We'll continue action here. Benji Pajurski looking for his 5th point of the year with a high slot shot, and that's patted away by the starting goaltender for York, Jack Brown. They've got 3 goaltenders on their team. Here's a rebound shot that's turned away, and this is the 3rd goaltender to start a game in this tournament for York. Here's a shot. That one deflects off the glove of the goaltender and the crossbar before going out of play. Nice drive there by Vergamini. And we will have a whistle with 13:59 to go in period 1. Titans lead shots on target 3-1. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Good to have Zach Freemuth back in the lineup after missing yesterday's game against Glenbard. He takes the face-off, it goes to York, and it's sent all the way down. Here's Asher Vanderploeg, who scored his first career varsity goal in yesterday's contest. Blake Hoffer, who did that in game 1. Cianella will dump this one down. Past the stick of Vanderploeg, it'll go below the line. Vanderploeg touched up to Freemuth. He couldn't hang on, then he races after the puck. Freemuth has speed. He cuts ahead and gets to the puck first. Wow, what a play there by Zach Freemuth to create a possible chance when it looked like York was going to get that puck for sure. DeZillo now slides it over. Papadopoulos will backhand it down below the line. Blake Hoffer to the far side corner. Now Freemuth can't get to the puck before Passion, and he hits Passion into the bench area. Blake Hoffer trying to pull this one ahead for a breakaway. Couldn't get it past Piriotti. 12:50 left in the Great Escape first period here on the South Hockey Network. Campesano tries to stuff that one home. Eli makes 2 saves. Adam Sokol now coming down neutral ice near side, runs into a couple York bodies, and it's poked off of a stick again. Adam Sokol, what a pass, and Pierce Davidson, and a save made by Jack Brown. Frank Rosa for the Dukes. We'll slide this one to the far side. Dylan Monaghan will pick it up. Back pass for Mulvey, now to Davidson near side neutral ice. Back for Tutsius and over to Mulvey. Far side Titans defensive end. Tipped ahead by Monaghan. It'll go all the way down to York's goal line, and it will be an icing. Halting play with 11:56 to go in the first period. 0-0 game here. About 5 minutes before lunchtime. DuPage County, Glen Ellen, Illinois. Center ice of DuPage has hosted this tournament for many years. Titans have made the final for the last 2 seasons. Gonna need to perform in this one to have a chance. Nicholas Sanfilippo touches this one to the corner. They fight for it, and eventually it goes to the far side. Tutsius trying to win the race against Brown. He did, and Cesario playing it along the far boards. Gloved and dumped back down by York. Ryan Mulvey with a long stretch pass. He was looking for Frank Surma there, but Surma couldn't bat that one out of midair, and that will be a Titan icing, halting the clock with 11:16 to go in the first period. At the varsity level, York took the season series against GBS 2-1 with some thrilling games. As a matter of fact, York and GBS played 4 one-goal games last season. In this very same preseason invitational, as Eli Kamens makes a save on the shot from Gammy, it'll be another face-off in the Titan zone. GBS in the semifinal of this tournament defeated York 3-2. First game of the SHL season, GBS defeated York 3-2. And in the Thanksgiving tournament, York beat GBS 3-2 in a 4-round shootout. And then right before winter break, GBS lost in the shootout 4-3. So these teams played just about as close of hockey as you could get. Here's Freemuth, toe dragging, and a backhand shot, he scores! Welcome back to the lineup, Zach Freemuth. What a goal with the backhand, and it's 1-0 Titans with just under 11 minutes to go. And they are fired up. The captain getting his second goal of the season. He's got a goal in each of the games he's participated in. And it's Glenbrook South striking in the first period. Titans now with 9 goals on the season, and I gotta tell you, all 9 of them were highlight reel goals. None of them were really garbage, crash the net type goals. Each and every one of them was a great breakaway, breakout pass, deflection. I mean, we've seen it all to start the year here in the preseason invitational, and Zach Freemuth with 2 beauties now ties Adam Sokol for the team leading goals on this very young season. Brown behind his net. Titans are trying to take advantage of an opportunity. Monaghan couldn't get it past the stick. Back up high to Weller. Now down to the corner. Dylan Monaghan can't get the puck, and it's taken by the Dukes. Here's a pass up to Sohn. Taken away by Weller. Aiden Weller over the line down the left wing side. Back down into York's defensive end, and Campesano will tip this one down into the attacking zone for the Dukes. Here's Monaghan now. Touching this one ahead, it'll go down to the goal line and taken by York once more. Dylan Ward on the call, Gerard Boris on the camera, Wendy Freemuth keeping score on the South Hockey Radio Network. So glad you've joined us on your Saturday afternoon. Wherever you're watching from, we're here in the western suburbs of Chicago. Here's Piriotti with a shot, and that took a tip and caught by Eli Kamens. He will hang on, and that'll stop play with 9 flat. Eli 5 out of 5 so far in this one. Looking to build on his .917 save percentage through 1 game. Pajurski against DeZillo at the dot. Pajurski pulls it back to Mulvey. Now DeZillo races in there, tried to center it. That wouldn't work, and Cesario will get it out to Surma. Frank Surma lost possession of the puck. It fell off his stick, and it's cleared out to neutral ice. DeZillo went to Rosa. Now DeZillo goes Piriotti back to Rosa for York. Over to Piriotti as they continue to play catch and reset. Frank Rosa. 7 goals, 4 assists in the SHL last season as a defenseman for number 12 in white, Rosa. DeZillo. This one's intercepted by Cesario. He tried to get it up for Surma, but that one just goes off of his stick. DeZillo being pressured by Cesario. Now Cesario gets the puck, centers it, looking for Surma, but it went through his legs, and it'll come outside the zone. Now this pass ahead, trying to make a move there is Nicholas Sanfilippo for the Dukes, but he couldn't get around the Titan defender. Pass out to Blake Hoffer, trying to pull it ahead. He eventually gets it, but has to look for an option. Tried to go up high, but it's tipped away. Titans will dump this one down, but delayed offsides, and York will get it back. 7:30 to go, first period. Titans up 1-0. Zach Freemuth with the goal. Weller goes to his former teammate and current teammate once again, Hoffer. Now Tutsius. Alex Tutsius going against Hughes, 25 versus 25 there on each team. And while they battle on the near side corner, it comes back up high to Gammy. His shot blocked by the skates of Freemuth. Now Weller out to Freemuth, skates through neutral ice. Freemuth goes to Sherwood. Wyatt Sherwood left side, takes a shot, and that's stopped by Brown right in the Y logo on his hockey sweater. 6:41 to go. Period 1. Tied up in shots, 5-5. Titans lead the game 1-0. Titans will play these Dukes at least 3 more times this season in the SHL regular season. Perhaps more, maybe in the Thanksgiving tournament or SHL or state playoffs. This is going to be one of those teams that keeps on coming back. As a matter of fact, Titans will open up the SHL regular season against York. And we have a hit here, and it's going to be a penalty, a roughing call made by the referee. Right here on the near side boards, that'll stop the play with 6:18 to go. Drew Gammy skates to the penalty box, so the Titans will be on the power play. Gammy last season on the JV squad, a team that took the most penalties in the SHL at the JV level. He only had 2 penalty minutes last season, but he will sit in the box, and the Titans get a chance to try out their power play. Again, all power plays for the Titans, sponsored by RSM. Frank Rosa trying to clear this one out, and they do get it all the way down. GBS 1 out of 5 on the power play here through 2 games at this tournament for 20%. Here's Mulvey, tried to center it for Davidson, but that one just out of his reach. York on the PK at this tournament, a perfect 8 out of 8. Davidson up high to Mulvey. His shot tipped by Adam Sokol. Is it in? The goalie lays back, and Adam Sokol has a case. And then Monaghan gets taken down. Rosa and Sokol pushing each other around a little bit more. And we'll see what the decision is. Adam Sokol is convinced that that should be a Glenbrook South goal. And it looks like it will not count. No definitive proof. So the Titans will resume their power play. Of course, NetCam coming soon on the South Hockey Network. That would have been a... Yeah, no promises, says Gerard. We're going to try our best to work that out, but that would have been a pretty good instance for it right there. Titans will be offsides. 5:29 to go in the period. 1:11 on the GBS RSM power play. And it looks like 15 seconds drained off the clock. during the whistle. We'll see how they choose to tackle that, but here's Freemuth. Freemuth to Mulvey. Mulvey tried to find the top left corner, but that one just high of the crossbar. Blake Hoffer down in the left side corner. Hoffer looks for a pass, goes to Freemuth. His pass intercepted by Sohn. Mark Sohn leads the charge into the zone for the Dukes, takes a shot from way up high, and Kamens pads it away. 30 seconds left on the GBS power play. Wyatt Sherwood takes a shot, and a nice save by Brown. Into the glove, flashed the leather there on Wyatt Sherwood, who's searching for his first goal of the season. And we stop action with 4:30 to go. Benji Pajerski will take the draw. Surrounded by a couple of newbies to GBS hockey, Frank Surma and Jonathan Cesario on his line today. Here's Surma, goes back to Weller. Now Surma back passes for Tutsius. Tutsius being pressured by Maurer. Weller will get it back and send it out to neutral ice. Titans lead 1-0. The goal by Zach Freemuth, a brilliant one-man effort. As Weller's crunched into the boards, a battle for the puck at the corner, won by York. They go from up high, and Kamens with a sharp glove, and he will make the stop. Kamens with 7 saves on the 7 shots he's faced. GBS lead shots 8-7 here in the last few minutes of the first. Pajerski against Maurer for the faceoff, and Pajerski wins it cleanly. Here's Surma. Pajerski tips it ahead. Cesario back for Pajerski. Now Jonathan Cesario tried to get it back over to Pajerski, but the Dukes were surrounding him and just really prevented any possible lane of getting that puck back to him. And now Passion is being held by Surma, or pardon me, Passion was holding Surma. I think York is going to get a penalty there. We'll see what happens, as those two players were caught up within each other, and, well, BGHW and Glenbard, not necessarily teams that GBS plays all the time. As a matter of fact, it was the first time they played each of them in the last 2 years, but plenty of hockey games against York over the seasons in SHL play, and throughout these tournaments, these teams have a long history. And it looks like it's going to be a Glenbrook South penalty, as Surma will get booked, and that'll lead to a York power play. All penalty kills by the Titans this season are sponsored by Hannah Vanderploeg Trial Attorneys, LLC. Let's see if the Titans can win this battle. York's power play 2 out of 12 throughout their first 2 games of this tournament. Here's Gammy down to Campesano, now Brown. Freemuth, Vanderploeg, Vergamini, and Sherwood, the PK unit for Philbin. Here's a shot from in close and a stop by Eli. Brown off the boards to Rosa, now swipes it over Gammy, back down to Brown. He takes a shot. Nice save by Eli Kamens, and the Titans force it out. Freemuth will backhand it all the way down for the clear. Sherwood pressures shorthanded, but York will get this puck back and reset on their power play. 2.5 to go in the period. 1 to go on the power play for York. Rosa gets it down to the corner for Sanfilippo. Back up Drew Gammy, and that one over his stick, and that'll go all the way down. Drew Gammy, the returning varsity member of these York Dukes, or pardon me, coming up from JV last season. He scored the Dukes' first goal of their season in their first game of this tournament against Glenbard. And here's a clear, and the Dukes had to be careful there that wasn't a too many men call, but that did just get under the skates while the man was changing. Adam Sokol now steals it, still shorthanded. Sokol tried to center it, and almost an own goal, a funny bounce off of Nicholas Sanfilippo, and the York Dukes are safe for that for now. Here's Sohn over the line, right side. He takes a shot, wires it, and that's stopped by Eli Kamens. Freemuth trying to get it outside to the neutral zone. He does, and now it's Tutsius. A minute and some change to go in the first period. Titans up 1-0. Looking to escape this period with the advantage. Maybe add on to it if they're feeling lucky. Sorima down to Freemuth, he scores! Zach Freemuth with his second of the period. And another beauty, Titans are up 2-0. Zach Freemuth with 3 goals on the season in 4 periods of action. Missed yesterday's game, but scored in game 1. And now he's got 2 here in this one. Only 1 hat trick for the Titans last season. It belonged to Freemuth. He's on hat trick watch with time on the clock in the first. Now here's Vanderplug. Gets it up, Jonathan Cesario now over the line. Cesario pulls it ahead, falls down, sticked away by Brown, the goaltender. 20 seconds to go. Here's Papadoupopoulos. And a rebound given by Kamens, and he will make another save. This one deflects out into the Titan bench, drawing a whistle with 12 left. York with the edge in shots, 12-10. But the Titans have gotten 2 by, and Eli Kamens has been perfect. Face off at the circle to Kamens' right. It's won by Freemuth. Mulvey will chip this one. Trying to get it outside the zone, kept alive by Periotti. York trying to get on the board before this period ends. Here's a quick shot. That one's blocked. Rebound is also blocked. Time left on the clock. Here's another shot. And finally the period expires. After a quick flurry there by the Dukes, couldn't get it past Eli Kamens, and the teams will take a timeout and talk things over at their benches. And that will end the Great Escape first period, and the second period coming up is brought to you by Gel Cert. Great start to this one by the Glenbrook South Titans. Zach Freemuth with a couple of goals. Last season, Freemuth with 23 goals, 16 assists, and 39 points in SHL play. He began last game with a goal and now has 2 in this one. Has jumped ahead of Adam Sokol for the lead in team goals in just 1 period. I have a funny feeling that it might be Freemuth who leads this team in points, goals. The captain had a phenomenal season last year, and he was only a junior. Now it's his senior campaign, and he's off to a sizzling start. We'll switch ends, long change. Titans will go from left to right. York from right to left. Benches on the attacking half of each team's zone. And a fresh 17 minutes for the Gel Cert second period. Sherwood, Freemuth, and Hoffer left to right. Vanderploeg and Mulvey on defense. Cayman's in the net, and we're underway in period number 2. York has the puck. Taken by Vanderploeg. He'll play it off the board. Sherwood trying to get that one down. Said it'll be dumped back in, or back down to their own zone. Anyway, here's Freemuth over the line. Zach Freemuth drops it off. Blake Hoffer wrists one. He was looking for the top right corner. It just gets by it. Now Vanderploeg can't keep it in, and York has a chance. Here's Sanfilippo, and he can't get by Mulvey. Nicholas Sanfilippo takes a hit from Vanderploeg into the far side corner. Vanderploeg out to Sherwood. Freemuth back up high it goes. A shot missed the net by a wide margin there from Drew Gammy. Campesano looking to get ahead of Mulvey. He cannot. Poke check there with the stick. Rosa. And a save by Cayman's. Rebound is there for Maurer, but Vanderploeg gets in there to force it out. Adam Sokol ahead to Dylan Monaghan. That one just over his stick, and it'll come to the near side. Now to Davidson, looking for Adam Sokol. They couldn't connect there. Tutsius will grab it with a glove and come to the far side. Campesano tried to check Tutsius, but Campesano got the worst of it. Now Adam Sokol over the line left side. Sokol to Weller. Deflected, and it goes off of the goaltender's chest and out to neutral ice now. Frank Rosa being pressured from behind by Davidson, and now out to neutral ice. Tutsius to Aiden Weller. Weller near side. Up to Dylan Monaghan. Monaghan over the line. Dylan Monaghan. That one off the blocker of Brown. Frank Surma reaching in there to get the puck. Here's Tutsius to the near side Weller. Aiden Weller out to Pajurski. Benji Pajurski with a shot. That one wide of the net. Tutsius down to Cesario. Kick pass, back up high to Tutsius. He wrists one, that goes high of the net. Rebound to the behind the goal line. Surma tried to set up Cesario, but they couldn't connect there. Now Weller, this one's off the pads, maybe the stick of the goaltender Jack Brown. Playing in his first career game with York, or pardon me, he was on the roster last season, didn't play in the SHL. Didn't have a JV record either, but perhaps he played in non-conference games. Benji Pajurski waits for the face-off. Thank you for tuning in to the Wintrust South Hockey Network here on YouTube. Dylan Ward on the call, Gerard Boris on the camera. Wendy Freemuth keeping score in your top left corner of your screen. Cesario. Now Frank Surma. Tapping his stick is Vanderploeg. He gets it. He takes a wrist shot. That's stopped and covered by Brown. 13:52 to go in the period. Titans lead the hockey game 2-0. Shots on goal are even, 14 apiece between the Titans and Dukes. Titans looking for a regulation win to give them good chances of advancing, and for BGHW to get at least a point. They're actually playing on the other rink currently at this building. And we can actually see the scoreboard through the window, so we might try and check on that. And Gerard, do I correctly interpret that as 0-0? All right, so 0-0 between them. So we're rooting for who would be away on that scoreboard. The game scheduled to start at 12 noon. Back underway, Pajerski and Gammy battling for it. Surma to Pajerski, backhand pass up high, and it comes outside the zone. Ryan Mulvey back in his own end. Plays it off the near boards, Pajerski, and it goes back to Ryan Mulvey. Slides it over Vergamini. And this one will be taken by the Titans. Two-man battle for the puck. Who's got it? Looks like Pajerski will take away the biscuit and look to get it out. He does. It'll go all the way down, not tipped, or was tipped, so it will not be an icing. Pajerski down at the goal line, tried a tough angle backhander, and that one stopped easily by Brown. Ryan Mulvey down to the corner, Gammy. Now here's Sohn for York. Mark Sohn eludes a check from Sherwood and keeps the puck. Sohn over the line, pass across, here's Frank Rosa, and a nice save by Eli Kamens, point blank. Rosa had a one-on-one, could not beat the Titans goaltender. Now the Titans have a 2-on-1, it's Freemuth. Zach Freemuth scores! It's a hat trick for the captain. Zach Freemuth with his third of the game, and the Titans are up 3-0. Had Sherwood to his right, took the shot anyway, and it worked out for 81 in blue. .22 to go in the second period, and the Titans in great shape. Hoping to continue on and make this the first of a doubleheader today. How about that? Freemuth now at 4 goals on the season. Has all 3 in this one. It's a natural hat trick as well. Scoring 3 consecutive goals in the hockey game. Could he get 4? And that one stopped by the goaltender. Don't rule it out, folks. Now York's got it behind their net. Adam Sokol. This one's taken away. Here come the Dukes. Out to Brown. Brown trying to get ahead of Ryan Mulvey, and Mulvey wouldn't let it get past his skate. Now Sherwood to Hoffer. Blake Hoffer left side, drops it off. Nobody home. And it'll be cleared out to neutral ice. And a whistle. And the Titans look to be close to too many men there. I don't think that that's what the whistle's for. To be completely honest, I didn't see what happened, and I'm not quite familiar with this referee's signal. So now one of the linesmen is talking to Pierce Davidson about the matter, and Vergamini as well, as everyone tries to kind of figure out what just happened. 11:34 to go, second period. Titans ahead in shots, only by 18 to 15, and the Titans get a penalty. So maybe it is too many men on the ice. We'll have to double check on that during the intermission, but it's going to be a power play for the Dukes. All Titan penalty kills again, brought to you by Hannah Vanderplug, Trial Attorneys, LLC. Titans with a nice start to their PK, 100% on the young season. Looking to continue that, 1 out of 1 in this game. Freemuth will take the draw against Maurer, and Titans do get possession of this puck. And we get a whistle here as a man's hit into the boards. Looks like we'll bring the face-off out to neutral ice. Zach Freemuth. Face-off won by the Dukes. Here's Rosa. Frank Rosa back for Drew Gammy. Now to Passion, who dumps it down. Ryan Mulvey winds up and lets one go outside the zone. Frank Rosa there in neutral ice, battles with Freemuth. Rosa gets it back. Rosa across for Gammy. Drew Gammy. A hit into the boards, and Passion's got it. Back for Maurer. Maurer scanning, going below the goal line. Here's a centering pass, and Maurer can't get it by, and it squeaks through Eli Kamen's 5-hole after the fact. And York is on the board. Power play goal for the Dukes, and it's 3-1. 10:43 to go in the second period. That one a tough one for Eli Kamens. Can't really chalk that one up on him. He made a big save initially, and then the puck just bobbled, hit someone. To be completely honest, I'm not sure who it was, but it was enough to get it over the goal line. Now a man's taken down. Philbin wants a penalty. He's going to get one. Eli Kamens makes the sprint for the extra attacker, but York will get it. The whistle sounds, and it's a roughing call. So York just then with a power play goal. Titans now will have their chance back on the man advantage. Roughing call against the Dukes. It'll go to Jack Cianella. He was actually the JV squad's leader in penalty minutes last year with 48 in the SHL. So back to the Titan power play. All power plays for Glenbrook South on the South Hockey Network, brought to you by RSM. Surma centering, and this puck is gobbled up by Brown, the goaltender. A lot of hockey to be played. Titans looking to win this game and win the group and head to the quarterfinals later tonight of this tournament. Again, 20 teams entered. This is game 3 of 3 guaranteed games, and the rest is a bracket portion. Here's Vanderplug right side, takes a shot. That one deflects off his skate or leg and goes into the corner. Mulvey up high. Here's Cesario, left point. Ryan Mulvey now, left circle, gets it down to Surma. Frank Surma gets his pocket picked by Brown, and the Dukes will clear all the way down to the Titans' end. 1:10 to go on the GBS power play. Here's Zach Freemuth with 3 goals in this one. Freemuth, and that one's poked away by Brown. Freemuth gets it back. Zach Freemuth through neutral ice. Gives it over Wyatt Sherwood. This shot towards the net is handled away. 40 seconds to go on the power play. This centering pass intended for Sherwood, and he did get a stick to it, but not on target. Kamens taps it over for Tutsius. Vanderplug, far side, ahead to Sherwood. Wyatt Sherwood to Sokol, or Hoffer took it first, and Sokol was a step off sides. And so the Titans will head back out to the neutral zone with 16 to go on their power play. GBS lead shots on goal, 20-16 with 8:43 left in the middle frame before the Zamboni intermission. Davidson into the zone. Pierce Davidson. Now Adam Sokol gets a shot away. And on the rebound, Monaghan scores! Dylan Monaghan with his first of the season. The Titans power play converts again, and it is 4-1. with 8:30 to go in period number 2. Freemuth with 3, Dylan Monaghan with 1. Monaghan 3 assists in the SHL last season, including a beautiful assist to Pierce Davidson against Stevenson. Maybe some of you remember that one. It was the game Casey Crable returned to the broadcast booth with me. But no goals in the SHL last year for Monaghan, so that one's got to feel good against an SHL opponent. Here is Pierce Davidson. And Aiden Weller will come up with it. Weller through the neutral zone, over the line. Aiden Weller to the forehand, gets a shot away, and the save is made by Brown. Here's York the other direction. Centering pass or try by Sona, hit the side of the net. And Dylan Monaghan will come to the near side boards with it. Weller out to Monaghan. Dylan Monaghan pokes it ahead. Taken by Rosa of the Dukes, who will try to get it out. Is kept alive. Wyatt Sherwood scores! What a shot by Wyatt Sherwood. All 3 posts and then in. And the Titans are up 5-1. Sherwood had an assist in this tournament coming into this game. Gets on the board with a goal, and the Titans just unloading here on the Dukes. How about 9 of the 18 skaters for the Titans scoring a goal in the first 3 games of the year? Here's Blake Hoffer looking for his second. Hoffer below the line. Back up to the right side, Vergamini. Can't keep it in the zone. He'll go back out to Vanderplug. Vanderplug, one of the guys with a goal. Passes to another, it's Hoffer. Blake Hoffer around Periotti. Blake Hoffer centers it. Vanderplug one-timer, and he just didn't get the right wood on that shot. Gammy to Brown, neutral ice. Brown over the line, left side. Now another scrum in the corner, 2-on-2. Pajerski back to Cesario. Jonathan Cesario. Looking to thread the needle of Periotti, can't do that. And so York will chip it back into the zone. Sanfilippo battling to get possession of that puck. Pajerski in the corner there with Vanderplug for the Titans. Puck still up against the boards, and Vanderplug comes out with it. Here's a centering pass and a backhander by York, and a save by Eli Kamens. Nice stop. And then the net comes off of its moorings to get a whistle. 5:33 to go in the second period. The Titans with a commanding 5-1 lead over the York Dukes here in the final game of divisional play in the preseason invitational. Titans looking to go 2-1 in the divisional round after a win against BGHW on Thursday and a loss yesterday to Glenbard. And if they can win this game in regulation, which they're in a pretty good position to do that, all they need is BGHW to get a point over on the other rink. That game taking place right now. Gerard Boris takes a peek at the scoreboard. 1-0 BGHW, I think, was the consensus. Pajerski, that one stopped. And on the rebound, Cesario had an open net, but he couldn't get a stick to that puck. And then Pajerski from the right side. And that's stopped by the goaltender. Almost a running clock situation right there. 5-1, of course, the running clock comes into effect if there is a 5-goal deficit, or, well, I actually think that's just in the third period. But it would prevent us from going to the locker room. We just continue on. If that were the case, a 5-goal deficit at the break. Under 5 minutes to go in the second period. This one down to the corner, Pierce Davidson. Can't get this shot past Cole Mayer, who makes the block. Adam Sokol off the boards, and it goes back for Tutsius. Now, Tutsius has got it again. Alex Tutsius from the left side. That one stopped. Tutsius lays it. Here comes Sokol down the left wing, goes below the goal line. As they battle for it, Titans come up with it, and it's another one for Dylan Monaghan. A great pass over to him. He settled the puck down and found the gap on the right side. And it's a touchdown for the Titans, 6-1. Zach Freemuth has a hat trick in this one. Dylan Monaghan suddenly on hat trick watch as well. And this will be a timeout for the York Dukes. And head coach over there, Matt Boeing, a great head coach in the SHL. Won Coach of the Year last season, led his York Dukes team to a third-place finish in the SHL. 35-22-2 record overall, 17-9-1 in the SHL. They lost the quarterfinals of the SHL playoffs to GBS in overtime, but they made it all the way to the United Center last year, where they fell to New Trier Green in the state championship game by a final score of 2-0. But this York team won, I believe, 8 of their last 9 regular season games in the SHL, and they got hot at the right time. As Gerard reports to me, Glenbard has just tied up the game over on the other rink, so it's 1-1. Now, start of the second period. Thank you, Gerard. Gerard Boris does a great job on the camera. We thank him for coming out and doing the varsity games. Make sure, if you're free, you tune into the JV, or pardon me, not JV game, Gerard, but the Varsity Blue game featuring Zach Boris, son of Gerard Boris. What time's that game at? 6:30. You can come right back here to YouTube and check out the second game of the King's Cup tournament. And what are timeouts? 30 seconds? That was about 2 minutes. Center ice face-off, Freemuth ready for it. He wins it, and we're back underway. Here's Hoffer near side, Blake Hoffer. Now Weller, left circle. This one goes down below the line, Vergamini. And Sherwood comes up with it. Wyatt Sherwood pokes it ahead. Titans have another 2-on-1, maybe a 3-on-1. Sherwood, and that's stopped by Brown. Wyatt Sherwood goes over to Vergamini. Gotta say that shooting the puck there on the 2-on-1 is the right decision when the shots have just been getting by this goaltender all night long. Really inconspicuous shots too, just finding a way. Here's Vergamini, nice diving block there. Putting his body on the line for York was Noah Hughes. 3:10 to go in the second period. Titans looking to keep a 5-goal lead and skip the Zamboni intermission, play through. If they can hold a 5-goal lead, which they do now. Ryan Mulvey can't get it outside the zone. It's Buens down to the corner for Sohn. Sohn's shot from a tough angle. Missed the cage. Piriotti getting it deep. Ryan Mulvey below the line. This one off the glass and leaks outside the zone. Bouncing over a stick. Cesario trying to make something happen. Titans are offsides. They'll need to tag up. And York will get the puck back. Here's Aiden Weller. Under 2 minutes to go, Titans offsides, and they'll blow the whistle as a result. 1:50 to go in the second period. Titans up 6-0. 3 goals from Freemuth, 1 from Wyatt Sherwood, and a couple from Dylan Monaghan. Freemuth with the team lead on the young season. This is only the 3rd game with 4 goals. Adam Sokol and Dylan Monaghan right behind him with a couple each. Again, 9 different skaters have scored a goal here to start this season. Only 3 games in, less than that. He's talking about how many close games York and Glenbrook South played last season, 4 of which were 1-goal games, and 2 of those went to overtime or shootout. But boy, has this been a lopsided one in the Titans' favor. 6-1 here with an entire 3rd period coming up. Blake Hoffer. And it deflects out of the playing area. And that'll draw a whistle with 1:07 to go in the second period. Gel Cert second period. Wintrust South Hockey Network. We want to thank all of our sponsors for helping us out with the broadcast and keeping us going strong. This puck goes all the way down Wyatt Sherwood. Now Zach Freemuth goes up high. Tutsius over to Ryan Mulvey. Mulvey shoots. Freemuth was trying to get a tip on it, and that didn't work out. Now Blake Hoffer goes to Zach Freemuth, who shoots, trying to go 5-hole, and that one off the pads. Rebound Sherwood, and Freemuth with a shot and a save by Brown. Blake Hoffer, left side, half boards, falls, tried to get a pass over anyway, could not do it. Now 30 seconds to go in the period. Ryan Mulvey over to the near side, Tutsius. Frank Rosa up high, left wing, left point. Takes a shot that takes a deflection. 11 seconds to go in the period. Here's Sherwood getting it out, and that will do it for the second period of play. Titans leading 6-1 over the York Dukes, and York is heading to their locker room. Looks like the Glenbrook South coaches are talking, making a decision. Maybe it's a tournament rule that you must go to the locker room and have the ice cleaned. Maybe because there's so many games, they want to just make sure the surface is all right. But all the York Dukes have left to their locker room. All the Titans still on the bench, so we'll hang on here for just a second and see what ends up happening. The Zamboni does come out onto the ice, and the referees are talking. The Titans are saying that this should be just another timeout, just like between the first and second periods. And the York coaches are heading to the locker room, and they are informing the Titans that it is a tournament procedure to go to the locker room regardless of the score and the 5-goal deficit. So we will indeed take a timeout here on the South Hockey Network and catch our breaths, but don't go anywhere. The broadcast will stay live We'll just mute our mics. And third period coming up. Let's see if the Titans can add on to their 6-1 lead. Maybe that too. Welcome back to the South Hockey Network, everybody. As the teams return to the ice, we are getting set for the third period. We'll have a running clock to begin the third period as the Titans lead the game 6-1 over the York Dukes. Zach Freemuth with 3, Monaghan with 2, and Sherwood with 1 of the Titans' goals. And Eli Kamen's a great night in net so far. Other scores here at the preseason invitational from last night: Stevenson beat New Trier Blue 2-1. Naperville ahead of Wheaton West 6-3 last night. Highland Park took down Edwardsville 3-1. Lake Forest with a big statement win over CCHL powerhouse Providence Catholic. New Trier Green taking down Carmel Catholic 5-1. And then earlier today, before this one was underway, Glenbrook North with a 5-3 win over New Trier White. New Trier Blue got the win 6-3 over Notre Dame. Wabansie 3-0 over St. Rita. Stevenson with a 4-3 win over Maine. And Glenbrook North and Stevenson have each won their respective groups, so they are headed to the quarterfinals. Glenbrook South hoping to join them in doing so. Some other scores around the professional world. Well, no professional sports on right now, but I can give you some college football scores. Wake Forest ahead of Vanderbilt 10-6. Kansas State leading 21-10 over Troy here among the early set of games. Number 22, Colorado up 13-0 at halftime over Nebraska. Boston College 24-14, just underway in the second half against Holy Cross. Baylor 10-3 against Utah, number 12 Utah at halftime. Number 1 in the nation, Georgia, with a 31-0 lead just underway in the second half against Ball State. James Madison leads Virginia 17-14 at halftime. Penn State 35-7 at half over Delaware. Ohio State with another commanding lead over Youngstown State 28-7. Finally, New Hampshire and Central Michigan just into the first quarter are tied at 7 apiece. No Major League Baseball on right now, but in about 20 minutes or so, right after this game should end, the Cubs will be against the Diamondbacks. Cubs looking to end their 2-game losing streak and get back into the division race with the Brewers, who are also about to be in action against the New York Yankees. And the White Sox will go at 5:10 in Detroit against the Detroit Tigers. All right, both teams have made it back out onto the ice, and we are ready for the third period again. The running clock in the third period, unless York can get back within 4. York taps their sticks on the bench. You know they're not going to go out without a fight here as Freemuth wins the faceoff. We are underway in the third period. Sherwood will send this down to Freemuth. Freemuth to Hoffer, and that one just tipped wide of the net. Zach Freemuth lost it, and here's Maurer with it. Maurer chips it ahead. Into the zone comes DeZillo. Luke DeZillo with a hand pass there, it looked like. No call. And then eventually Ethan Maurer will get a shot on Kamens, and it stops. So GBS is lucky that that wasn't a goal, because that was a hand pass. Here's Buens against Freemuth at the dot. York attacking zone left circle. Vanderplug on the face-off win. We'll get the puck to Hoffer in the corner. Now Vanderplug back to Freemuth. Asher Vanderplug. And it's dumped back down by York. This third period is brought to you by PW Jet. As Sherwood skates through neutral ice with it, Wyatt Sherwood across the line, gets it to Blake Hoffer, who scores! And the Titans have put 7 on the board against the Dukes here at the preseason invitational. Blake Hoffer with his second of the season, and he is pumped. That clock keeps running here at center ice of DuPage, and the Titans making a statement here against last year's state finalists. Titans win the faceoff. That'll be an icing against the Titans. It'll come back down to their own end. That clock will keep ticking with 14:50 to go. Faceoff at the dot to Eli Kamens left. Certainly Glenbrook South's toughest challenge of the year so far on paper. The York Dukes, state finalists, third place in the SHL last season, just behind Glenbrook South. York took the season series. But the Titans in great shape right now to advance to the quarterfinals later tonight. Again, if the Titans do win this game and do make it to the quarterfinals, we will not be able to tell you who they're playing or what time they're playing, as this one's an icing, but we do know there will be another hockey game. And once you get to the quarterfinals, no more figuring out tiebreakers or other scenarios. It's just the straight bracket, of course. Win and you're on to the next round. Lose and you're out. No consolation games at this tourney. So now here's Pajerski taking the face-off. He lost it. It goes to York. Piriotti from the left side. Nice shoulder save by Eli Kamens. He deflects it up into the netting. And that'll stop play, but not the clock. 13:10 to go on it. Titans lead shots on goal 31-19. Dominating the Dukes. Face-off win. Rebound goes to York, and a quick shot. Goes wide of the net. Here's Benji Pajerski. Vanderplug will get it back down Vergamini. Over to the far side. And this one deflects out of play. Titans don't mind the stoppages. It just keeps ticking time off the clock in the third period. 7-1. Titans with 3 goals from Fremont, 2 from Monaghan, and 1 apiece from Sherwood and Hoffer to get to that crooked number. Face-off win for York. Piriotti, saved by Kamens. Rebound is swatted away by Tutsius. Now here's Hughes. Comes to the near side corner. Tutsius with it now in his own end. He'll go down to Mulvey, who takes a hit. Sherwood then touches it to Fremont. Here's Blake Hoffer now skating through the zone. Dumps this one down. It goes off the back of the netting. And it'll come to the near side corner where York will come out with it. Here comes Piriotti. Can't get by Hoffer. And it'll go to Davidson, who enters the zone. Pierce Davidson pulls it to his backhand. Tried to get it back to his forehand. That didn't work. By the way, there has been a goalie change for York to be in this third period. Isaiah Vasilopoulos is in net for the Dukes. He is new to the York Dukes program. Made the varsity team. Adam Sokol out, looking for Monaghan. Didn't connect with him there, so Cianella brings it into the zone for York. Intercepted by Adam Sokol. Sokol touches it to Tutsius, and Alex Tutsius back below his goal line. 10:30 to go on that running clock. And this shot from the left side by Matthew Gleason will deflect wide. Gammy's got it, right point. Tries a shot blocked, rebound, Mauer, and that one just over the crossbar. Another hit and down in the corner. This game getting a little physical, and Shippey, Gammy takes a shot. Glove save by Eli Kamens. He'll deflect it off to the side. Adam Sokol. Sokol looking for an option. He will just dump it in. And York will take possession here. Frank Surma, though, racing after the puck. Hits a man into the boards. Battles for it. Doesn't have much help. It's 1-on-2 in favor of York, and York will win the battle. Pajerski. Oh, I think that might have gotten a piece of the crossbar just a little bit there. You maybe heard the slight ting. Benji Pajerski. Gonna add some more points to his total. Here's a shot to the net. Save made, and a rebound is gloved by Vasilopoulos. Dylan Ward behind the mic with you today. Gerard Boris on the camera. Wendy Freemuth keeping score with the assist from Aaron Kamens, helping out with the shots on goal. Speaking of Aaron Kamens, again, this third period is sponsored by PW Jet. Thank you to the Kamens for supporting the South Hockey Network. It means a lot. As we roll on for another year, broadcasting games for GBS Hockey, all starting here at the Preseason Invitational. Here's Pajerski in the corner, Benji Pajerski. Battling for the puck near side in our obstructed view. And we couldn't see it, but there was a scrum up against the boards, and Frank Rosa was part of it for the Dukes, and there's a Titan down on the ice, and finally we can find out that that is Benji Pajerski, and they'll give Rosa a penalty for that. Maybe it'll be coincidentals, we'll see. And yes, it is. So Pajerski will also go to the box. We'll stay 5-on-5. Time just keeps ticking off that clock. Suddenly, 7.5 to go. And we got a whistle here. There's delayed offsides, perhaps. So the Titans looks like they're going to secure this victory. We're looking at the score over on the other rink. See what's happening. 1-1 between BGHW and Glenbard. Again, all the Titans need is Glenbard not to win in regulation in order to clinch the group. Even if they do, it comes down to the tiebreakers, and that's a whole nother mess. And the Titans, if they do not win their group, it will be a wild card situation for later tonight. So the Titans are hoping to secure the division win and avoid all that craziness. Just know that you're in later tonight. Titans will take an O-zone face-off. Right dot. The Davidson Sokol Monaghan line is out there with Tutsius playing defense, joined by Weller. York wins the face-off. Here's Drew Gamme. Drew Gamme pulls ahead of one all the way to the net and couldn't get a clean shot. It'll be stopped by Eli Kamens. So the Titans will become 1-0 against SHL opponents on the season. Of course, this game will not count in the SHL standings. They'll play York 3 more times in the regular season. Dylan Monaghan centered at Davidson, loose puck. Adam Sokol there, backhander, and that's stopped by Vasidopoulos. Battle for the puck near side half boards. It's won by Smith. Glove down by Weller. He gets it to Monaghan. So we have 2 hat tricks in one game. Dylan Monaghan sitting on 2 goals. Zach with 3. Piriotti into the zone, right side, down to the corner. Piriotti back up high, top of the left circle. Here's a shot, a deflection, and it rolls wide of the net. Now Sohn keeps it in the zone, dumps it down. Weller will grab it with 4:15 to go in the game. Tutsius. This one will be dumped down. In spite of a tough game yesterday, a fabulous start to the season overall for the Titans with what is now 15 goals scored in their first 3 games. 9 unique goal scorers out of the 18 skaters on the roster. And again, Nick Ventura hasn't been here all weekend, and a couple more guys have been absent. This team seems to have depth. Eli Kamens has been fantastic. in his first 2 starts. Today he's got 21 saves on 22 shots. Titans lead shots 34-22. And that clock does not stop. 3 minutes to go. Titans leading 7-1. 3 from Fremont, 2 from Monaghan, 1 from Sherwood, and 1 from Hoffer. And a penalty coming up as a scrum up against the boards. They'll blow the whistle. And it looks like York will head to the box again. Noah Hughes being escorted by the referee. 48 penalty minutes last season for the JV team in SHL play. And the Titans will close this one out on the power play. One more time, we'll remind you that all power plays on the South Hockey Network are brought to you by RSM. Long delay here. The clock continues to run. And finally they drop the puck. Here's a shot. Getting a piece of it with his glove is Vasidopoulos. Benji Pajerski now below the line. Frank Surma, backhand, over to Pajerski. Benji Pajerski up high to Tutsius. Alex Tutsius pulls it to his forehand. This shot wouldn't go anywhere. Here comes Drew Gammy shorthanded around Ryan Mulvey. Gammy falls down, and Passion on the rebound takes a shot, and that wouldn't go. 1:10 to go in the game. Glenbrook South will go 2-1 in the season. Surma, saved by Vasilopoulos. And that puck didn't touch the ceiling, so we'll play on. Drew Gammy through the neutral zone with 46. There's an icing. 30 to go. Probably one more drop of the puck. And as the clock ticks down, GBS will get the win here. Will they bother? And the game is over. Glenbrook South wins 7-1 over York. As the buzzer sounds and Fremont takes a fake face-off, and the Titans pour off their bench and celebrate an amazing win over last year's state finalist, and also the varsity roster this year filled with plenty of guys from that JV team that only lost one SHL game last year. And the Titans have something to celebrate for sure. And their chances are just about locked in for playing another one tonight in the quarterfinals. They'll shake hands. And we will wait to see what happens with the rest of the day, but make sure you're following GBS Hockey on Instagram to find out what happens later on and what the situation will be and when and if we're playing another game tonight. But the Titans are in fantastic shape to make the quarterfinals, and regardless of all that, how about a 7-1 win over York? That's going to do it for this broadcast on the South Hockey Radio Network. Thanks to Wendy Freemuth and Aaron Kamens for helping out with the shots on goal and the scoreboard on your top left corner of your screen. Gerard Boris, a great job behind the camera. And as always, my name is Dylan Ward saying thank you for tuning in on YouTube.